There are some things I cannot take, they for cellophane. Since Linda chop chew a banana, and politicians no come they pay again. Who are? Now my matter don't be like shell walk. I born twins, them jealous me. Internet crash, I make more money. Shame the enemies. Who are? Everywhere I go, grace they follow me. I get another sponsor, them jealous me. Oh, out of plate, everybody celebrate. Oh, who are? They send higher killers to come finish me. But Jehovah say my pikin no go die. And I thank God say Father, don't bless me. Respect, don't miliki. Oh yeah. Enemies don't go buy kerosene. They put my matter for cellophane. They want to eat me like a govine. Them call a bucky say bring some sugar cane. Who are? There are some things I cannot take, they for cellophane. Since Linda chop chew a banana, and politicians no come they pay again. Who are? I cook food, say make you come chop. You use them against me, put me for cooking pot. Empty gallon when I help fill water. Now wow. Who are? Cow meat carry hand for pot, but we go show him face. Oh, insult on for insolence, I don't see. I be no one talk, then they fire me. Oh, now what? Who are? Everybody, I said, rabba, rabba, ribi, ribi, roboro. Rabba, rabba, ribi, ribi, roboro. Hey, rabba, rabba, ribi, ribi, roboro. Hey, now what? Who are? Oh yeah, rabba, rabba, ribi, roboro. Rabba, riba, robore, riba, rabba, roboro. Hey, I say ribi, rabba, rabba, roboro. Put your hands and say, who? Oh yeah, now. For cellophane. Since Linda chop chew a banana, and politicians no come they pay again. Who are? Now my matter don't be like shell walk. I born twins, them jealous me. Internet crash, I make more money. Shame the enemies. Who are? Everywhere I go, grace they follow me. I get another sponsor, them jealous me. Oh, out of plate, everybody celebrate. Oh, who are? They send higher killers to come finish me. But Jehovah say my pikin no go die. And I thank God say Father, don't bless me. Respect, don't miliki. Oh yeah. Enemies don't go buy kerosene. They put my matter for cellophane. They want to eat me like a govine. Them call a bucky say bring some sugar cane. Who are? There are some things I cannot take, they for cellophane. Since Linda chop chew a banana, and politicians no come they pay again. Who are? I cook food, say make you come chop. You use them against me, put me for cooking pot. Empty gallon when I help fill water. Now wow. Who are? Cow meat carry hand for pot, but we go show him face. Oh, insult on for insolence, I don't see. I be no one talk, then they fire me. Oh, now what? Who are? Everybody, I said rabba, rabba, ribi, ribi, roboro. Rabba, rabba, ribi, go die. And I thank God say, Father, don't bless me. Respect, don't be licky. Oh yeah. Enemies don't go buy kerosene. They put my matter for cellophane. They want to eat me like a govine. Them call a bucky, say bring some sugar cane. There are some things I cannot take it for cellophane. Since Linda chop chew a banana, and politicians no come they play again. I cook food, say make you come chop. You use them against me, put me for cooking pot. Empty gallon when I help fill water. Now wow. Cow meat carry how for pot, but we go show him face. Insult on for insolence, I don't see. I be no one talk, then they fire me. Now wow. Everybody, I say rabba rabba ribi ribi roboro. Rabba rabba ribi ribi roboro. Hey, rabba rabba ribi ribi roboro. Hey, now oh yeah, rabba rabba ribi roboro. Rabba riba robore, riba rabba roboro. Hey, I say ribi rabba rabba roboro. Put your hands and say oh yeah now. Enemies don't go buy kerosene. They put my matter for cellophane. They want to eat me like a govine. Them call a bucky, say bring some sugar cane. There are some things I cannot take it for cellophane. Since Linda chop chew a banana, and politicians no come they pay.
To do 12.
Renata?
Yes.
Renata, which school do you go to?
I'm attending Carabaptist Church School System.
And what class are you in?
I'm in 6th grade class.
Wow. Where do you live?
I live 9th Street Single.
You are on the program. What's the latest? In this program, we are talking about the latest things that we're hearing in town. We call it the latest G's. You can tell me any G's you've been hearing in town a few days, even if it's pertaining to election or anything?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Because I can be listening to radio every time I don't like, I keep my $60 per saver to be on the radio. I always love to listen to Costa show at first, every morning. And at first, like in my own interest, I think the person my candidate I want in power is I just like him, or if I may say to confess and honest, I love Joseph Walker here. And why I heard on radio, like the way Costa said, even if you can be the most accurate person, but as long you meet Joseph Walker one-on-one, and if he's speaking to you, you feel like home, like you just want to give your heart to him, but oh no, it cannot be possible here. And again, concerning what her name, CDC, George Mantel, to be honest to you, Auntie, I just don't want him. This is not a football club. This is a real nation. And to be honest again, once more, let me tell you, this is not a football field, I repeat. This is a whole nation. And let me tell you one thing I know, I can hear. People can say he's dog. I say I know he won't be his dog on this earth here. But just that maybe he's not focused, that's all. He don't love tension, that's why I learned from my oldest people. And one thing I know again is that because maybe the tension was too high, and one thing some people can say he insulted his own mother on radio. I say maybe it was just because of the anger, he couldn't stand it any longer. That was why. And one thing, yes, I agree to the fact that Bromsky went to the court to report his case. I love that attitude. Maybe he thought that it was a flaw in the election. Yeah, sometimes I can be on the radio, I can listen to election commission, Mr. Koko and Kokoya. Yeah, I can listen to him every time when I'm on radio. I can really listen to your children program, as you say. Like, they have certain program where George and Mr. George we have this man, Joseph Waka, he used to, do. Yeah, actually I had an interest in him, yeah. At least the new government, at least we need people in business, I can say that. We just want everybody to hold tight and wait, that's all. Then, election commission will give us the rightful leader. We pray, so thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Say your name again.
My name is Renata A. Judutwe.
Thank you. What is your name?
My name is Renata.
If I want to see you burning a shell.
I'm going to burn a shell.
I'm burning a rat.
Tell like this.
You see now? You tell me no more sedition again.
Let me tell you. Tell it live.
No more sedition. We'll tell you. No more sedition.
Wait. Today,
no more sedition. No more sedition in the country. Can I come for the land?
the last time I will be.
No more sedition.
We're not told to and kill a land.
I can't with the children.
You know how you talk for CDC? When we talking in the corner, sir. When we talking in the corner, sir.
I don't want to kill them with it.
Thank you.
Yeah. To tell them, say, I can't draw, kill them with them. That was not. Me, I got more than 400 men. We'll kill them with people that work here. They don't say working.
So keep it
That kind over them where they want it.
Keep it
Waiting for that. Waiting for that. Yeah. Waiting for that. Waiting for that.
But development come with pins, oh.
Development come with pain. No.
But
I develop it.
That's what I said. Why you expect you to carry the cars?
We are business.
What is ski? Okay, what is ski again? They will stick out again.
But you call it unos for the car.
You want to make me funny?
You call it unos for the car.
Let me get to the
So I will manage now. I will do it. I will manage the car. Where you going? Where you not going? Why you go?
Go boss your car door. Boss your car door.
Anyone out of big will be so. Yeah, we'll get the street. In the now go. What boss? People are saying say they want to do that. They don't sell it far. They want all to go to the street. We'll go there. Waiting for that 2023. I'm waiting for that. Yeah. I know.
They don't stay around.
Silisi attire now, yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. Silisi attire. Yeah. Attire now. We are Silisi.
We have a But are you a reason? Are you a reason?
Yeah, anyway.
What about resign? We never slap and resign. We never slap. Or the coffee and resign. We ain't partying and resign. We're doing party when you resign. I'm a resign for now.
Okay, you resign.
You resign with honor?
Yeah.
You resign with honor?
Send a resignation letter in.
To who?
To the party.
To coach.
Ain't fair for.
We don't want to force that. We don't say nothing. We don't ready no letter today.
It's my evidence. It's the powder.
We need to point it. We need to point it.
They want. They got that. That the power. If that go up, fill up on that. They want to get that the power. They want. They got anyone. They get to there. Yeah.
Fucking warrior.
Well, the exercise going on all over. But they do the thing all over. Why best?
They can't put a guacha market for complaining. He can go out there in the night. Coaching winner.
Wait, put it somewhere.
Put it there, let's see it.
You understand me? Put it
By the way, Bobby, what if you guys don't to the wedding?
Oh, you panic though, yeah?
Hey, this guy is no more solution. Put it here. Put a gas on it. Put it on it.
Before you're born, on it. All right, man. Move it.
Hey, you know what I do? Hey, do stand here.
Put it back over there. Put it back over there.
But where do you want to like out? Try on it here. You are smoking it. If you are in another, there's only.
Why you can't put it in real life?
What did I do? What time?
To tell the citizens, the government say we're ready for the 2023. We'll bring everything where everything is allowed. Yeah? If we get power for the land, we'll come and bring the land instead of.
Welcome to Spoon TV Live.
Thank you very much.
Tell us your name.
My name is Mohammed Soli.
Okay. Mohammed, tell us, why are you guys here this morning?
We have been testing like leaders. Leaders are doing everything to omit our name for the training, for the process.
Okay.
Leaders said the criteria that qualify you was to apply, which we did, we all. After applying, the next thing was we sat for the attitude test,
okay,
and we were qualified. And then they trained us. After training us, and we understood that the legislatures has extended the time,
okay,
only waiting to see how best we can complete our training. To our greater disgrace, yesterday, legends came up with a listing, which they omitted every one of us names. We have about 256 persons that sat for this training.
Okay.
And every one of us names was omitted from it.
For Montserrat County?
No, for our center.
Oh, for the
Baptist
center.
Church.
Okay. All right. So, what was the requirement, after the training? Was there any criteria like maybe after the training you take tests, and those who will pass the test, they are the ones who will be considered or shortlisted to be enumerated? Was there any requirement or criteria like that?
The only requirement was there to train supervisor. Right? If you go into the manual, it will tell you directly what all requirements, and we all went through the processes, and we completed the process, and only to know that they went and took their own people's name and placed it there. One person that did that is the Deputy Director General for Administration, Mr. Lawrence, who's here. George. Because he came here, insulted our parents, publicly, and we decided to react to that issue because we wanted to be civil and honor goals, our training, and be part of history making.
So some of the names that you guys are seeing on the final listing, are those names that participated with you guys during the training?
Especially our center.
Let me just make something clear, Bama. Let me just come in. Thank you very much for the Spoon family. We are being saved because we respect the rules of law. If we are not saved this morning, there will be no car flying in the street this morning. Because what Raymond Smith, the acting director general, alleges and his official date to the Liberian people, the young people, it is very much disheartening, and we are saying this for the president. We're not even talking about any minister for the president to intervene. From now to 2 o'clock, if they can address the issue at first birthday, we take a specified action that would make Moreover to go ungovernable. Let me tell you what went on. When Legends came out with a whole censor thing, they said that we should take an aptitude test, which of course everybody here sat for the test. And at our center, there were 198 persons that passed the test. They put their name on the board, but because of their own delinquency, their own mismanagement alleges, the center at SKD and one sentence file, they never administered tests there. They told the people to join us here. When a group key they joined us, our number went to 256. The 256, they had two centers, center 1 and center 2. We went through the training, or intensive 5 days training that we sat for in the morning from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock without getting on water. We went through the test, and the facilitator told us that right after the test, right after the training, we're going to get our washer fee, our setting fee. FN by the acting director general going, okay, FN, telling the Liberian people that they apportion $5 a day for each numerator for setting fee, and right after the test, they were going to pay that money. Up to now, we have not received a dime. These people you are seeing us, they are from far out. While they did, the first name they brought up, if you apply to take a test in Josephville, they will put your need to 175 on first birthday. Tell me, my brother, paying your way for Josephville to come here for good 7 days without feeding you. We went through that stress, we took the test, and the only thing we were waiting for them to train the supervisor today. Waiting for censor now for the numerator to start their work on the 7th of November. To our utmost surprise, we have evidence. There are people in the face there. There was a girl that confided in me just that morning. I told her, I said, but we came for training here. I never saw you around here. Everybody that came for the training, I'm familiar with them. What you do here? She said, oh, Women Smith told me I should come to first birthday. Because the women need will come up. So it's a calculated thing.
Have you people been able to engage with the Legends Authority, the Women Smith that you're talking about? Have you engaged with him? And what has he said?
We don't have chat with any Women Smith. Those that we have dealing with is the facilitator. After this morning, they have not appeared to the center. And we are waiting here. I'm telling you.
So, please, can I come in, please? What information were you given before you came here this morning? Were you called to come here this morning?
The information we got was on the first, we're going to do a competency test.
Okay.
To refresh you before the process starts. But when we came here, in fact, from day before yesterday, when we start looking on Legend website, ask everybody here, 256. You can't find one person that is leaking from the center. How could that be possible? How could that be possible? Legend issue also. If you're not legend, if you're not legend, you will not have a problem. Everybody here have the problem.
Okay, please, there is a supervisor for this particular center here. I know. Have you been able to speak to the supervisor? If you have, what is he telling you?
As we speak, we can't get hold of him. And from my understanding, the supervisor, they are also on strike because they promised to pay them the facilitator. They have not paid them up to now. So it's not our business. They are legend staff. But we that were contracted by legend. If you want for us to work with you again, it's an agreement. If we will break the contract, pay our certain fee.
So you said contract. Did you sign contract with legend?
I signed the contract today.
But you said then you did not sign it.
the manual tell you. If you read through the manual, once you have the manual and go through the thing, if you sign it, that means you are being selected by legends to work. Antifa, women smell okay and argue this.
So at this point, what are you guys really looking forward to?
As I said, we are sober, we respect the rule of law, but when you push the man to the wall, you will bounce back. We get legends, William Smith and his staff. We give them from now to 2 o'clock. If they can't come here, if they can't say anybody here to address our issue, we take specified action. And no action will lead to citizens being embarrassed or move on the road. Very clear about it.
I just want to say something short. In so doing, even though my Congress has said it all, but then we'll tell them that legends will not conduct any test or any training or any sensor around or any test they want to conduct at the legal center. We are going to barricade the center and any other center around you are just wrong. Any other center around it, there will be no going on here or no test. If they refuse to tell anything around here, if they refuse to do anything around here, no problem. But during the censor, you see, any individual in the street will take their burger from them, will take everything from them. We'll make sure that be pressed. I will be pressed. I will censor tomorrow. In Saturday tomorrow, you will not see the house. We will go against you. Keep it up. Please,
there's no white chicken sitting in our legislature. For someone to come and say that I like white chicken, I like rooster here. You know, we gotta be real. You receive money to spend on the people, you gotta spend the money. And I want to be direct. Senator Dillon should spend the money on the people when
Welcome to the TV.
And the vote that coming, the next vote, we have to be careful. Especially me, I will vote trying for people. Black guy, I will vote for black guy. For the country to be set. The vote. Because it will be 3% that will be running.
3% will be running in the coming election.
Yes. We got the vice president with Joe Taylor. Then we got the president Joe Weir. Then Joseph Boakai. It's a 3% that will be running. Actually, that we know about then.
Can that make him to be to win election in Liberia? Come 2023, I can tell you that the big answer is no. People are fooling Mr. Cummings. He cannot win George Weah come 2023. I can bet any amount. Any amount. He can't win George Weah. What is the stronghold of Mr. Cummings? When you come into politics, show me his stronghold. That this is my constituent, or this is this county that I know I can get. I'm 100% sure of the voters from this county. He doesn't have one. Money is not all about election. That you think that because you think you got money, oh, I come into the collaboration, I have to be the head. It is sad and unfortunate that you got people behind him, fooling him. And in the end, you know, sometimes, that's what, if people do not, they don't learn from experience. There are so many people who have gone through the same trend that he's following. He's not going to win. I hope he doesn't get struck one day. Because when you spend, and in the end, they defeat you, it will be so, after what happened. The election or the politics in Liberia is totally different. You have to be on the ground. Yes, Mr. Cummings this, Mr. Cummings this. What was Mr. Cummings? Did you just came overnight and became president? No. In his dark days, when war was raining, George Weah was out there promoting the image of Liberia. Mr. Cummings, all the activists that he was working with what did he do for Liberia during those days? Nobody knew him. Why did he come to Liberia? When people are fighting war here? Nobody knew you in. The people, the CEV that he came to, what did he go there? His members, they contacted me that I'm going to talk to the owner so I can give him $5 million. For what? You think if Joe Biden was so desperate for money, he would have been one of the richest. Maybe he would have been richer than you. Some people still have principles. He cannot win. And if he thinks that because, I'm the only Washington DC, why? Because Joe Biden doesn't speak, you think you know people in Washington DC more than him? You're fooling yourself. Or African leader, they know a vice president for what? 12 years, and you think what? Like Maria, anyway, a young lady, she can't get into politics. She doesn't know our politics. So I really can feel for her. She just like for law school. She think, she gets carried with it. Come in, let's follow. But this is our relatives. They cannot win Georgia with him being at the head.
I will make the money. I will make president. We have to know that you are 8 days money. You are only 5 that 8 days money. You are only 5. You are me. Everybody in the diaspora with them. Their money came for everybody like that. I'm not lying to you. My people are not lying. But they don't expect their money to come. They 5 share this money. I can explain it to you how it came to them. I'm coming to explain it. Mr. Gema said, I lie. Mr. Gema, you brave. Mr. Gema, you brave. Mr. Gema, I swear. You don't want me to go on your show. I was sleeping. Mr. because somebody woke me up. Somebody, Mr. Gema, let me tell you. You're not supposed to know which one.
They want to celebrate because my pastor wants to me. He has a celebration, so I don't know what I can tell you. I have to celebrate. You know, when we are walking out on the road, people say we are stupid. We father behind a stupidness. But yes, God, thank you for joy. I don't know what to say. I lack a word. So, let me know that if I want to show you, when I want pastor give the opinion, it was never like one part. He said, I don't want for my people to live. They cannot wait. I for me to change their life. And when you give them consonant, it's our foundation horse. Under your clothes, your way carry. Hey, I'm telling the people what that people. Cap 2023. Cap 2023 is the best president of our time. He's a more talkable. Acquiring Bible medicine. Acquiring silver medicine. Acquiring Bible medicine. The reason acquiring Bible medicine. Because he's taking it from Bible to a copy. The reason acquiring they want to celebrate. Because my pastor wants to me. He has a celebration.
Hold that we are coming the key in a smart thing because your partner say 1960 will not be president, no one will become president. You're passing around with fake picture, fake news. One poor girl, boyfriend, go about and play. You're saying that they will kill you, okay, when they kill me, when they kill me, they will bury me your knee. As you are parling, will bury me, I'm not your money, nobody more in the country are going or not your business. Once not you are not see me. So please leave me out, we are going here. Now we enjoy in peace. And they kill on your business. Your partner saying that this is still not become president. No way for them, no left on this. So they jealous in our government. You're allowed to enjoy our government, yeah? Hold that we are coming the key in a smart thing because your partner saying 1960 will not be president, no one will become president. You're passing around with fake picture, fake news.
Who he encouraged to support CDC? And come and say, you support the CDC. Yeah. So, Mr. Billette is a dishonest man. This man is genetically incapable of talking true. He lied about everything, brazenly. He lied brazenly about everything. So, that's the first thing you got to look at that thing. Mr. Billette, it was not the people alone that supported Joe. You campaign.
So I did a post yesterday after I drove to to my party headquarters on the 17th anniversary. I actually took along three friends. I called for, I intended to carry a bus of partisans, but unfortunately, all the young people in my area that I contacted, I was so disappointed when every single one of them was very clear. Someone then told me, "No, Brappy, that scan thing they put did all we stupid again, you know." And all of those things. Well, fortunately, my money for the transport, the charter of the bus, they didn't really go there. So I took 3 friends and decided to go to the party headquarters. And I was there up to 11:45, 12:15. And with the exception of a few executive committee members, the place was virtually like a ghost town. That is very unprecedented. There is nowhere in the history of CDC where an event people will go and mobilize. No, seditionists are spontaneous people. They react just from hearing an event that's occurring in the party headquarters. Nobody transport nobody. But unfortunately, when we try to send out a signal that look, something is fundamentally wrong. We got 6 more months to get into the election season, and we have a deeply divided party. And our only hope of President Weah second term victory is a splinter opposition. That is a very, very shaky proposition. You can't hope to win because your opponent is not in a married relationship. It doesn't make sense. Your strategy should not be on the weaknesses of the opposition. You should consolidate your base. But here you are. The party is deeply divided. There are those who are seriously aggrieved and disappointed in the victory. And we think nothing is wrong. We feel nothing is wrong. And when we try to send out a signal that look, we need to come together as a unit. We need to strategize. If opposition win in this country, it's going to be dangerous for certain key figures in the CDC. People will go to jail. People will go to jail on perception. People will go to jail on reality. People will be persecuted because the new government is not going to solve the economic or social problem in the country. They will shift the attention of their inability to deliver and start to persecute. Whether people did crimes against the state or not, people will just be embarrassed. And that is why when we call and send out a signal that, look, we need to put our heads together. We cannot win 2023 if we are divided. And let people be having the illusion that, oh, they can still get 1 or 2 people. We lost Lofa County because of our stupidity. We were not supposed to even attempt to disenfranchise Brownie Samuka. That was the first political mistake we made. That 500,000 votes we lost. 500,000 votes. Where the Zoes, the devil came out and told us, leave our son. The man went through the democratic process. We should have prevented the process from occurring. He went through the democratic process. He won. The traditional people intervened, and you see them like they are nothing. Forget about Lofa County. Forget about Lofa County. We will never get votes from there. Lower Bomb, Magibi. We really think the MPP will marry us again? You really think so? You have a divided MPP just as you have a divided CDC. So that's a gamble. That's a gamble. Don't trust Prince Johnson. He's not... I mean, the history of Prince Johnson is such that you can't really trust him. Besides that, the people of Nema County are becoming a little bit more inclined. They believe that they have paid their dues to General Johnson. So General Johnson is a swinging pendulum. Where do we hope to amass a vote in the southeast? The southeast? The underpopulated southeast? Is that where our victory will come from? Forget about Monserrato. Forget about Monserrato. 3 different times we have lost Monserrato. There is no guarantee that the 4th time we'll win. So forget about Monserrato. So then how do we intend to win 2023? And the victory for 2023 is not about us. Because those who advocated on behalf of the party were marginalized. So it's not about us, it's about y'all. You're the one who we're trying to ensure that you don't be prosecuted. So if you feel that Dr. Tenney like to put a sensitive post is to draw your attention to the prevailing reality. You stop fooling Josh Weir. You stop fooling him. You pretend like everything is okay. Yeah, you tell the man, oh, we got a masses. Baku, you strong. Baku, you strong. Wait for 2023. Don't consolidate your base. Don't reconcile your party and think that you're going to have a dinner party 2023. No. I mean, your focus on Dr. Tenney man get problem. This one he.
And I have to ask has to do with the issue of you using your platform to degrade.
You officially make no mistake that because we bear certain title or we occupy certain space in government, and you think that position has taken away from us our true identity. We want to officially announce to the world and the international community that what we fought for, we will not sit here as spectators and watch it come on an attack. But those friends who believe that nothing good can ever happen on our watch. We want to say moving forward, when there is any call demonstration, as lawmakers can lead, we want to say in an official capacity, whether you call me mayor or you call me youth chairperson, we want to assure the public and international community we will be protectors of our democracy. We will be on the scene also. We will lead such forces also.
Your protection for our country.
Never again, and let me say this in a lot of words, never again such mistaken incident will occur. And you think that we will sit and somebody in utopia believing that because the love of this country, and you think that you have monopoly in distributing fears and panic in the people. No, that is not possible unless we are not in this corridor. We have not been moved. I want to say thank you for the privilege given to me by the National Youth League for asking me to communicate this view. So two decisions. The first decision, what we will not accept anymore, is to think that how can you have elections, people jump into the street and begin to threaten our democracy, and you think we will go and we will sit as spectators? No. If no one will do that, the Youth League on our watch will protect the democracy of this country. So I want to say to you the reason we call so that you cannot be surprised. And don't think because I serve as a mayor, we will be on the front burner. We will lead our people that we led them before. We will be there. Any day that will be announced here by anyone, we want to say to you, similar day will be announced by us. And whatsoever you are, we will also be there, and we'll meet in flesh and blood.
How you doing, my friend and brother?
My God is good to me.
I'm
happy about that. And I'm grateful to him.
Yeah, as for me, I'm doing quite okay, as everybody can see. I'm doing quite okay, and I hope that we will have a productive discussion this morning. To all our viewers, to all our followers, wherever you are, want to say good morning to you. We'll be bringing you a fascinating discussion here this morning. First thing first is that what I want to present to our audience is that whenever you see me, that means Francis is on the show. Whenever you see Francis, that means I'm on the show. We are two into one. For the fact that both of us have decided to do the piece of job for the interest of the Liberian people, you all know this is the great United States. There are times
that Francis will have time, I will not have time. There are times that Francis will have time, I will not have time. So the same courtesy that you do me, that will be the same courtesy that I will expect you for you to do him. The same courtesy that you do him, that will be the same courtesy that I will deserve for me to be due. To our followers and to our fans, we have decided for us to switch our presentation time from in the morning to in the evening. The reason is that both for us, we have come to the understanding that once we do that, there will be a time where it will switch again. But it's about time now that we switch to the evening to 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. will be our time of our presentations to our audience. Francis, you want to say anything before we can move on?
Oh yeah, I just want to add a little bit, nothing more than what you have said. You know, this is America, folks. You all know that, and you know, we made this decision due to everything we know about in America, job schedule, family schedule. But this is a selfless and kind of voluntary advocacies, all geared towards making our country a better place. We will try to do what we got to do because we signed up to do this work. However, bearing that in mind, we also got to be responsible for ourselves and our family and to pursue our own happiness. So, like AB said, yes, we are together. Those of you that fool me, it is the same answer I'm going to give you. When you see him, you see me. When you see me, you see him. Like the Christians say, if you see me, you are seeing my Father. They say, seek first the kingdom of the Lord and all other things shall follow. Okay? But I mean, we are fine. Everything is okay. We are doing fabulous. And hopefully we have another authentic and fascinating conversation about Mama Liberia. Yes, the schedule. We decided to do this together this morning, like he said. By the grace of God, Monday we start our night show, okay? Night time. After today. So if you see him, that's it. You see me, that's it. Just keep watching and keep sharing. And please follow us on Facebook and subscribe our YouTube channel, Liberia Today Media. Thank you.
Francis, over the weekend, I think specifically Friday or Thursday, leaders and our government, first and first is that, let me start with you. What do you think that is happening into our country that you want to bring at the attention? What is on your mind this morning?
I like to write my words on my mind. Actually, I got 4 items on my words on your mind this morning, and I got it right before me, just so I stick to the point. The number one thing on my mind this morning is there is no political leadership in Liberia. Political presidential leadership in Liberia, evident by what we are seeing from this guy, this man picking. Like Ambassador Boakai said, we took man jaw and give it to a boy. That's what we're seeing right now. And some people would think that it is it is sarcastic, but it is not. It is real. For God in heaven say, we don't even know whether President Weah is actually living in Liberia. We don't. I don't feel it. And he listened to that little baby, 6th grade child, 6th grade in Liberia, now in different country, 9-year-old. And that little baby can even get to understand what is going on with George Weah. Then what about me? That baby. George Weah, in real time, there is no political presidential leadership in our country because the country has gone below animal farm. Because we took man job and gave it to a Peking. That is the reason. Maybe before the previous LACC was dissolved by George Weah Bill, they have already indicted 3 officials of Legion, including our classmate, Wilmot Smith. I don't even know how Wilmot Smith got to Legion. That's the first thing.
I'm telling you.
So, Wilmot Smith did not do statistics at University of Liberia. I know that for sure. This guy and I went to school together. And he's a superst. But one thing I know, everywhere Wilmot Smith have been, there have been always confusion at it, even at the level of soup. Wilmot Smith had his own group. They brought division inside soup. He one of them. To tell you, I know Wilmot Smith is my buddy. We all went to school the same time. But you see, their friendship is the one that messing with our country. How can you send somebody to DJ when they have no demographic, no statistical background? Only because a friend with Samuel Tour, the Google number 3, and the Google number 3 is the breed for the Google number 1 George Weah. So the cycle continues. You know, how can this religious situation be consistently consistent and the president cannot even say anything? And population issue is the constitutional. They have already violated the constitution that calls for every 10 years there must be population counting. Census must take place. In fact, this 2023 election, based on population result, our system, our administrative procedure call for at least 2 years prior to election. So elections commission is supposed to go back to work and carry on something we call delimitation of electoral districts based on the new population result. So that is already defeated for 2023. Because lead screening people, they're not paying them. There's a huge confusion in the country, and George Weah is going to watch football game.
They're not going to see a son playing now.
George Weah is going to watch football game. That's the reasons why I agree with Ambassador Boakai. We told man George and go for boy. And that's what we got. Another thing is 2020, another thing on my speaking note is the issue of 2023 election. Maybe evident by our clips, evident by what we see in Liberia. Even if the opposition, that's not my wish. But even if they can get chocolate, more than what we know, election. The only way George Weah will win election is George Weah will have nobody to oppose him. But Joseph Nyuma Boakai in the race, Joseph Nyuma Boakai the next president, evident by what we're saying. I know for sure, I was studying Waterside 2005 before I started to go to LU. I saw Liberians, new people, even the voting age and not voting age for George Weah business. They bought their own white t-shirt, they printed it and put CDC on it and they're ready to go. And these same people can start to tear that CDC t-shirt today. There are no more CDC, they even want to burn it. Then you might know fire in Soweto. Fire in Soweto. And let me tell you something. A CDC does not win Monserrado County. They don't win Bond. It is where they're going to get votes. We listen to Dr. Turner. People might take him to be flip-flopper. That's okay, but some truth is that underpopulated Southeast, one county in Southeast is not even equivalent to my district, Kulaun district in Lofa County. One whole county, for example, Grand Cru or River G, Kulaun district began at either both. These are people we get in representation based on tradition. Doing the electoral reform law by NTLA, I said, no, give them a base of 2, then you apply the law. Because they were literally under 27,000, some of those counties, as per the 1986 Constitution. I still remember, former Representative Blambo Nelson was the champion of Southeasterners' argument that there should be no way that a region should be a county and get one representative. But hey, misunderstanding of what the law say. But you see, the majority counties, those folks there, they are too gully. So they listen to them. So that's how each of these people now got 3 districts because they gave them 2 free. I always saying this. When a come to the Senate is based on countyhood, right here in America is practice. When it comes to the U.S. Senate, it's based on statehood. Every state has 2 senators. But if you don't have population enough, my brother and our followers, you will not get representation on the basis of forests or rivers. No. You will get representation in the U.S. Congress based on human beings, the population that you got. North Dakota is still struggling to hit 1 million. North Dakota has one representative in Congress. Idaho, 1 representative in Congress. Wyoming, 1 representative in Congress, because all these states are calling so they are under the number. South Dakota, the city, 1 representative in Congress. In the whole Midwest, the biggest state here is Minnesota. All these small ones, they get 1 representative in Congress because of the population density. How many people live there? Only in Liberia we do things differently because we are continent on our own. Not the guy who says 7 continents. We are continent on our own. That's what Jimmy Carter said. They got 3 groups of human beings in the world. They got Liberian, they get white, and they get black people. Okay? That is who we are. We get people representation based on rivers. Because we fought war, why they put you go back? Why you don't carry them back? But we did that. And you see, we got 3 laws. We got the Constitution, we got the statute, and we got case law. When Supreme Court come up with opinion, it becomes part of our Constitution. When our Congress pass law, the president signed it, it becomes statute, so it's part of the Constitution. So we live with that. But my brother, if these people don't get Moswaro County, they don't get Bond County, they never counted by the battlefield already. They all will fight for it. Joe Boakai might likely get this election landslide victory first round. It's possible. They just need to do small groundwork. That's number 2. My number 3 is the issue of Liberty Party with NEC. Where are we? What is the next step by Liberty Party for NEC to be able to do what they're supposed to do as an integrity institution? We see it. And what ready, Banfuma thinking, Abi, the chairperson, David Eto Brown Lasana, excuse me. I think that woman is inherently arrogant. When the petition was she's very rude. And you know, many people have been saying on some other platform and even behind the scene that she actually comes from a very good family. You know Mary Lauren from Don Bosco? Yeah, they are family there. And these people, based on what other people have said, they believe in honesty and integrity. Unlike this woman. How can you be election commission chairperson? One day in Liberia again, this one can happen. Your commission having problem with political party, and there are 2 opposing sides in that particular matter, and now you're in trouble, and one of them come and bail you out. Oh God! When I say something, people say, only in Liberia this thing can happen. Already that person is disqualified, and you know. Serena Sifa was crying wolf the last time, everything that happened that Joseph Melissa. No, Mr. Sifa Ipalo, your old girlfriend that call you my husband. That call you my husband, Ellen Kokro. You drop her case without prejudice and start intimidating her. So they also drop the Eto Lasama Brown case without prejudice. When I spoke to legal minds behind the scene, what does that mean? They said to me, look, anytime the Minister of Justice drop a case without prejudice, it means that they can pick it up anytime and get at you. And just based on my own common sense, my own small experience, if somebody is that big, any country for that matter, even though our Minister of Justice does not really function that way, but the law gave them the opportunity to do so by law and by statute. Only the Minister of Justice can question the president's behavior. No other minister can question it. But we don't even do it anyway. Okay? The minister or the Department of Justice in any country is the most powerful. Is the most powerful agency in any country because that is the legal hand of every single country around the world. But for us, we don't do that. If that level of power, if that level of power is given to an institution, to an individual, Minister of Justice for our system, we drop a case without prejudice. Imagine the intensity, the immense power on the plate. So these people can literally say that in their corner, Justice can say that in his corner and just call the Justice Minister, hey, that woman misbehaving, just give her one shot. We're picking on the case. And you know what? Election Commission chairperson will just slow down. Because she don't want to go to court. She knows she is guilty for selling thermometer that worth $2 on Amazon for that amount of money, almost $1 million. She already knows she's guilty. So based on my small experience, the government decided to drop that case without prejudice against David Eto Lasana Brown so that they can scare her if she want to do anything the right way. Because these people know that we're not winning the election. They want election commission to steal the election for them. You see the whole biometric saga going on? How can she continue to award this contract to the Chinese company, to the 419 company, when PPCC is saying, no, you cannot do that, when their own governance, compliance is betrayal. The election commission, governing procedure say, no, you need to have a unanimous vote or unanimous decision from the board of commissioners. And she alone is making those decisions. That's why the Minister of Justice is telling her, if you don't do it on your own, we're picking on the case. And that's another corruption. Hopefully America is watching so his own sanction can come. Because Solicitor General is no more there. He gone. And there have been no other Solicitor General as far as I know. That's my number 3. My number 4, AB, is the issue of Alexander B. Cummings, CKA, ABC, ANC strategy. It's not working. And I feel sorry for our sister. I know she's a small girl. I don't know her age, but I can tell. She's a baby. You know, some people are opportune to go to school early in our country. I know some people graduated as early.
Some people can be small like that in the body, but they can be having number behind them.
No, my brother, I know for sure.
No,
I don't know the exact age of Attorney Yekula. I do not know the exact age of Attorney Yekula, but just following her track record in the public, she's a baby. I will know my plenty.
Yeah,
Yekula should be in her early 30, probably early 30.
Okay.
Because I know when she finished high school, she is a beneficiary of Alexander Cummings.
Okay.
Because Alexander Cummings sent her to school.
Okay. Yeah, you can say that 100%.
LU Law School and California Law School to get master. In addition to that, her boyfriend is the foundation director, Alexander Cummings, quote-unquote Cummings Foundation executive director. So what do you expect Attorney Yekula to do? So that's the reason why you can say whatever you want to say about Joseph Boakai. You can talk about his marital issue. You can talk about his health. You can talk about his age. But I dare you to say anything like that about Cummings. Mariah will pick you up until she can find a way to enter your bedroom. And that's all about it. And you know what? Cummings does not have real political ideology. He has no manifesto. He got no beginning and no ending, no middle. Everybody that behind Cummings, especially local base, including Mariah Yekula, it is because of the pay and the benefit that they personally getting from Alexander Cummings. It's not because of political manifesto. Whether you like George Weah, you don't like George Weah, that you're based on George Weah is just a fool, like the little girl said. He's not able to withstand tension. George Weah paid for the price. Whether we like like him, we don't like him. Joe Weah played for Lone Star for over 20 years. He started as a, I think he was IE player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from IE football playing, he went to Cameroon according to his own story. No, not Cameroon, but Morocco, according to his own story, AC Milan, and on we go. And he was in contact with his people, one way or the other, at a refugee camp, right there in America. Before George Weah returned and established a political party for him, because a group of Liberians saw him as a way forward, right there in Minnesota. They didn't stop there. They established a political party, and they took it to the people. So whether we like Joe Weah, we didn't like George Weah, he did a part of good. And that's why he got that number. Alexander Cummings lived in Georgia for 36 years straight, with 5 visiting Liberian community until Joseph Boakai came and took him from the closet and put him to the Liberian community. All Alexander Cummings wanted, and he wanted to be president, nothing else, because he got $1 to $2. But let me give you a small story, Maria Yekura, Anthony Yekura. I respect your education, but you need to calm down a little bit, because this is not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. When we were going to LU and be beaten, probably you were still sucking your mouth. When we were beaten, when other women were beaten, when Eline were beaten, probably you were not born. And for you to sit on Spoon Network and denigrate and insult Joseph Walker, who is actually your grandfather, that is insanity. You need to check you. You need to add Dr. Richardson to check you. Because this is now all about, Alexander Cummings. Like every other political leader can be talked about, including their relationship, including their health. But we cannot even say Alexander Cummings supported the war. Then we committed a crime. And you're coming after us. But it looks like somebody talked to Stanton too. That's what I noticed recently. I watched that show after show time. Okay, because when the show come on, I'm busy. But I like to balance my information. So I watch almost everybody, including I watch Fox News to balance my information. You can't sit over, because I see Stanton almost giving I don't know, they're getting smart into, I don't know what's going on. Because he was very frank and straightforward. And he told Mariah that Rooney will not accept it when that incident occurred on camera. What happened? What not happened behind the scene with Sir Mariah? But that's stupidity too. You having a candidate that you think that the next Jesus Christ, only because he worked for Coca-Cola. Okay? And somebody offer you platform to talk about that candidate every day, and you don't want to respect them. And the platform for them though. It is not a public platform that your pa or Alexander Cummings bought. This is a platform by a Liberian who believes in Liberia, evident by what they are doing in Liberia and what they are doing. And you are there free. You're not paying nothing, and you abuse it. You see, when people are babies and they are giving adult responsibility, that's what they do. Why Cummings couldn't find another chief of staff under Mara Yakula? How can these people be talking about transparency, integrity, anti-corruption when you are being chief of staff for Alexander Cummings on 2 different occasions? Send you to law school, you finish with law school, you go back, he already had as a VAR to pass. So, in real time, ANC have not been able to make their own people. Everybody holding position inside ANC, they are all people Alexander Cummings purchased from other political parties, including Maria Yakula. She was assistant minister in early government, Unity Party government, alongside with Joseph Boakai. Only this time Joseph Boakai has become a name.
Maria Yakula,
how can you do that?
She was a Unity partisan.
Of course. Morba Yogba, communication director from Unity Party. The party chairman from Unity Party. Who do they have that they make on their own? They were able to recruit on their own. How can you even be in the collaboration and you going to collaborative party members and recruiting and giving them money? Somebody confide in me that Morba Yogba make about 3,600 in Liberia. And he run it on nightclub. All he does, he go to a nightclub and take 1 beer bottle and put it on Life is Good. You think more about your boy when the ready gave you any number, Mr. Cummings? Attorney Yakula, this is not about law. That's the reason I agree with Cyril Allen and agree with other folks. The politics, the vote in Liberia is domestic. It is domestic. Until the people can believe in you, they're not going to give it to you. I'm not saying you should not have international recognition or international friendship. That will help you only when you get a vote. When you get a vote, you got international connection. Now you can come to America and go other part of the world and dance the akakalika and the people give you money you carry. That would be okay. But the real vote, that agenda to use that your Coca-Cola experience, Liberian people got to give you that vote first. If you don't get that vote, everything you got, Mr. Cummings, twisting, so doing this, buying people, you buy Louis Brown, you buy Daniel Che, you purchase Dr. McIntosh, but this is a funny thing, AB, I almost done. Dr. McIntosh could not even survive a Unity Party convention. He said he won't be president. Nathaniel Barnes have been running, he could not even survive it. But then, Liberia is very interesting. This is the man, I'm not talking about Louis Brown. Louis Brown now gone for any presidency that I know of, for sure. So I'm not going to him. But these two people have been wanting to be president. Nathaniel Barnes has extensive experience in public service, including former Minister of Finance and United Nations guy. Dr. McIntosh, he also has extensive experience in terms of public service. Okay? Former Minister of Foreign Affairs, former Minister of Planning and Economic Affairs, former ECOWAS chair representing our SLOGAN, and you just name it. This man said he won 3 elections. 2 for Ellie and 1 for Joshua. And he served on the governing council, Nathaniel Barnes, old man Nathaniel Barnes, and Dr. McIntosh. They served on the governing council of CDC, this government. According to their own admission, they did not connect the dots well. So that's why they're leaving now to go to Cummings. So if you are so much qualified, you are so unique and competent, public service, you make 2 people president. In fact, altogether 2 people with 3 elections. You didn't make yourself. Now you are going to make Cummings president because he came from Coca-Cola. You see the reason why Cummings is not talking for him? Because they need to defend themselves first. They are tinted. You know, my brother, it's hard to lie and defend lies. When you're talking like me, everything coming from your brain and you live it. You live it. We live this thing here. When the rebels are going, so we're going on the other side. And we didn't say because there was war, no need to go to school. We stay maneuver. We went to high school and went to university. That kind of education, whether equality and inequality, we were able to achieve something. If you went to early, you told your chair, you go and sit down, the day you get chair, you stand to right. That one to that education. So we used to it. Attorney Yakula, slow down. You're too young. Cummings not going to win election in Liberia easily. Cummings need to have Vanish Sharma. You don't have Vanish Sharma. They will tell you, 2005, he spent the highest money. Vanish Sharma was even better because he grabbed some slugs at the level of Koto, representatives and senators. He party had more number in the Senate. But you see how Eddie Johnson said he dismantled Vanish Sharma, brought him to the coalition and merging and trashing. Cummings on, we're coming for him. We're saying to Ellie to go do political science 101. It'll be back to you.
That was quite interesting. But anyway, for me, I don't have much things on my mind this morning. I'm only here to expose the guy that they call Wilmot Smith. I'm here to expose him. I'm here to expose Wilmot Smith because Wilmot Smith is massively corrupt. Wilmot Smith came to me in Pennsylvania saying that he is going to Liberia to hustle. You leave the United States and you're going to a country, a place like Liberia to hustle. a place. And upon Wilmer Smith going, he met with the finance minister. The finance minister saying, you boy gotta wait here small. Later on, before we made our mind, we saw Wilmer Smith to LFA. He used to be traveling. Boom. He talked to the finance minister. You know, he is the man who can talk to the president. And the finance minister make it very clear to women. Before the president can be able to appoint you, the president have to sleep with you. The president slept with Wilmer Smith, dogging an asshole. And then they appointed him at Legends as assistant. Now he is acting. So that is the reason the president cannot say "fine" into the Legends thing, because of the president having his girlfriend Wilmer Smith, who is acting. Let the solicitor call me here and tell me what I'm saying I'm lying. And Wilmer Smith, very soon, we are informed that Wilmer Smith have been coming into the United States taking treatment. We are all informed. Wilmer Smith have been coming to Ghana for him to be able to take adequate treatment for his asshole. You think sperm enter your asshole, you as a man, you think that's small thing? So for me, I will be here to talk about the Wilmer Smith and his clandestine act. Look at what the man did to the Legends people. After finish training our brothers and sisters, after 7 days, the brother and sister then sat there for good 7 days.
They even gave them common water. Water they can't. No, Liberians are too wicked.
And you refuse to get in Ghana, they are $25. They are $25. You refuse to give it to them, and you omitted the Ghana name from the list, and you replace them with your girlfriend. The next thing I want to talk about is the issue that I hear a lot of people talking about concerning the president trip. For me, I cannot say nothing about that. Because the president needs to go enjoy himself. The president need to go enjoy. That's the reason why I said that the country need to behave like Burkina Faso or Mali. There's a need that the military should take over. That is where now that bro have come to. The military need to take over.
But
wherein the president is leaving the country for good 4 weeks. The president leaving the country for 4 weeks, and he took $1.5 million. $1.5 million. $1.5 million. And he left the country with the Justice Minister Musadi.
Oh, Musa.
He left the country with Musadi.
Wow.
And let me say here that if the matter does not take over, it will be very, very surprising to me. It will be very, very surprising to me if the matter does not take over. Because the matter is seeing how our people are living. How this man are continuing to treat our people. Somebody saying 7 weeks. The matter is seeing When I told about how they are treating their own metal people, how this guy is treating them, because the metal have not taken pay for good 2 to 3 months. The 7, I'm not talking about them. Then Madam Selifta, people are making 150, but now people are making $75, $60.
And they're not even getting there on time. Wow.
Then the metal will sit down to look at they kind of buffoon. They kind of idiot calling himself president.
Somebody just say he gone for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. To watch football game.
Yeah, the man gone for 7 weeks, bro. 7
in Dubai,
weeks. Right? The man gone for 7 weeks in Dubai. The country. Let me announce the number so that
yeah, let people call and see what they got to say.
You can call us now on 215-824-8124. Or you can better call on 215-267-938-2801. Or you can better call on your WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. That is the number to call once more, 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can better call on WhatsApp on 215-266-6509. That is the number to call and to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show.
Yeah, Abby, while we wait for callers to call, let me do my commercial quickly, please.
Okay.
All right, folks, Kangoma Multi Services Consulting, KMC. Abby, after the show, I will tell you something. Man, I did my annual report last night. It took me a little while, but it is interesting about my LLC. Woo! It's good. So, folks, Kangoma Multi Services Consulting, affordable and quality immigration services. If you want to do your U.S. citizenship and naturalization, you want to file for your husband, wife, adult children, minor children, brothers and sisters, and parents, give us a call. Initial green card application processing, replacement, and renewal, adjustment of status, DED for Liberians and other countries eligible, I-94, refugee document, green card processing, and work permit, fiancé visa, employment-based visa applications, and affidavit of support preparation submission to National Visa Center, and all other visa invitations and other professional writings, solicits and write life and auto insurance, and student loan repayment plan document. Our numbers are 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. Our website address is www.kangomaconsulting.com, www.kangomaconsulting.com. All right, that is that. Thank you very much for listening. So please share our show. Please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Liberia Today Media, on YouTube. Please do that.
And you know, nothing surprised me besides the guy taking a whole lot of battalions to carry them.
Yeah, because other people ain't got plane ticket and to get visa will get a hard time. And besides that, just we got to carry people to serve as cheering squad.
So cheering squad for what? Liberia is not at the World Cup. One of fool call here the last time telling me that a man went to go represent Liberia. Liberia is at this World Cup.
But Liberia could not even play at home because just we are his president. The football people are not correct. They don't know that. Liberia, they are the qualifying series for both African Cup and the World Cup. Liberia could not even play at home. We got to borrow countries to go play.
Let me take a quarter here. A quarter me. Here, let me take him. Quarter, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yeah, quarter, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Oliver, and I call you from Sweden.
Oliver, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you for the show, and thank you for always flagging out issues in Liberia. And these are some of the things that we face as foreigners in a strange land because we want to be able to go back home and help and contribute.
It is Oliver Yinkan?
Yeah, your former classmate.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd like to say thank you to you, AB, for the show. I remember back in the day when we were in school, we all used to be involved in this issue about politics when we went at the University of Liberia. You were still involved in the politics, so it is something that you have used to make some contribution to our country. So I want to say thank you to you and your co-host for the program. So as I was saying, the issue in Liberia, it is good that we continue to flag it out and help to make our country better because, as they say, there is nowhere like home.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you want to go back home, but with the situation, back home, it's kind of difficult to get back in and contribute. But so long we can continue flagging out these issues and finding solutions, we can make Liberia better. So I'd like to say thank you to you and keep up the good work.
Yeah, but Oliver, what do you make of the president? What is your take on the president taking $1.5 million, carrying a whole lot of battalion behind him?
You see, most of the things that the president is doing in Liberia is completely senseless, And what is worrisome about these things is not just about his decision, but Liberians are so susceptible and vulnerable to the point that they don't even make independent decisions. We still see people hailing these guys, about what they're doing, despite they saying the reality that the country is going in a backward state. So our fear is to now governors, people that we think that can go back home and even as we stay outside of the country, help to enlighten the people so that they be able to see these things and make a decision and have a better government. Liberia has been treated so badly that people don't, distinguish what is good from evil anymore. People see evil and they praise it. So for me, I'm just done with this president. There is no hope anymore for any good thing that comes out of him and his leadership. All we can hope for is that a better government comes in and help the people, our youth, the young people. I mean, we will live in foreign countries. We see how people take care of their citizens. Liberians are not treated better, and we are not able to even question our own government. So it's just a broken system that worries me, not these things that these people do, because there is no hope anymore. Honestly, there is no hope.
Thank you, Oliver.
Yeah, thank you, my brother.
Thank you. That was Oliver Yinka. Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can call her on your WhatsApp on 215-266-6509. That is the WhatsApp number to call and to be part of the Manefsan Abraka talk show. Francis, here you were saying something. Oliver had just ring something to my mind. He said that he is done with this president. He is done with the president. I mean, what is like what is in the president's score? Like George Soros said, don't allow George Manawia to go 10 minutes away from you. 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got a caller here from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, take that caller.
Good morning, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Good morning, Professor. This is Mulu calling from Fargo.
Oh, all right. Go right ahead from Fargo. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Lay on us. What's on your mind this morning?
I go in. You guys are just talking about the $1.5 million the president took a few people good number of people living, over 3 million, 3.5 million people hungry in the country. So I told you the other day, my call, our major point Liberia need to take a serious stand down to lawmakers. We need to change those people. We got lawmakers sit there and see their citizens within the Bureau of Constitution or in district. And they're getting going with hunger. At the end of the day, at the will of the president, they all sit and allow the president to take shots a month. I still to sit and allow full control over the finance minister who giving out our money. Are you kidding? In such a condition in Liberia today, people just sit, few people to enjoy at the end of the day, majority suffer. So the voter has to vote. Most of those lawmakers we got there embarrassed. In fact, I always told people, I hate people calling them honorable men.
They are not honorable, they are a bunch of criminals.
Why do they should be calling them honorable men? The people I know, they are even not deserve to be called minister. Yeah. The people be calling them honorable men is here, this, that, and can always say that they need to root those that don't deserve to be in this house. And they are all in majority. The speaker, the Senate president, they all sit there. I said to say nothing happening in the accountants. There are people who are going to bear hunger. So the voters need to see the leader. You know what? It's not just about George Weah. Number 3, we got to keep making change until we got to bring people in government.
That's the way to go, my brother. I agree with you 1,000,000%.
But the idea of if we change that is sinful and stuff, that's not the sinful and stuff. We got people that got Liberia at heart. But we look down on them because they never brought war to kill us. They never brought guns to run after us.
All right, caller. So we got another caller on the other line. We got to let you go. Thank you very much for your contribution this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Caller, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
My name is UJ Johnson, calling from Figo, North Dakota.
UJ, go ahead.
I want to say good morning to the top 2, the men of our time. Thank you for your great work that you guys doing for Mama Liberia. And I just want to say this. I was one of those that were in the vanguard when I was in Liberia. I was living on Clay Street for CDC. I had the opportunity of generating some money, even for CDC to even print T-shirt for any rally. And maybe we were doing it for our waiting hard because we know where the guy came from to achieve to this level today. We know that he passed through the ring of fire of what they call poverty or what they call suffering. But I am so disappointed today that George Weah, our leader, don't even have the first time for his own people, the people that made him to be where he is today. I am so disappointed. And I make my vow that even anybody that attached to my life, when I just hear that George Weah name around me or from you, just forget it. I have blocked most of my friends that even our friend away that they are still setting. So when I even get a couple of rest to eat, but they stay on the street for CDC business. I blocked the number and they will never ever bother me for anything because I have the opportunity in America today. My brother, Liberia is going down the drain. It's going down. How can a president be leading a nation where the people don't know anything about it? Who is striving with you? Who is doing this? Nobody know. Everybody. Can you imagine? Maybe you won't believe it. I called 1 or 2 people yesterday. They even found out, but they didn't know that George are in Liberia or in out of the country. They don't know that they even have a president in that nation because no impact.
You heard what I said, right?
And what Ambassador Burger said, don't get a big man job to the little boy. I am so disappointed in President Weah. The people stood up for you. The people went on the street. The people went all over for you to just make you to be the president because they know that you were part of them. And to make that bring people shame that today. But God, I will serve you instead. So we will get a reward for everything that you doing to the Liberian people today.
Hey, my brother, you made my day, man. I got
for the
to
show.
it today. Thank you.
We
Thank
have
you.
another
Yes,
caller
sir.
here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
My name is Ellis, and I'm calling you from Edmonton, Canada.
Ellis, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you guys for the great show. You see, the problem with Liberia, my brother, in a nutshell, is the Liberian people, their own problems.
Okay.
You see, what is emboldening George Weah, Samuel Tuorden to be getting away with such huge amount from the Liberian people is the Liberian people encourage them. The people suffer in this country when this guy was there with them for 12 years or over. They could not see him doing anything. That to show to them that the guy never have anything. In no time, the guy got to power. In the very 6 months into the guy presidency, they saw him, carry on major project, building here and there. He ended up with private jet. What was the story George Weah gave to the people for the private jet? He said it was a friend that offered him the private jet. Liberian people did nothing. 16 billion local currency went missing. Liberian people did nothing. 25 million mop-up exercise. Samuel Tuorden could not give any better explanation. Liberian people did not do anything. So why do you think would make these guys afraid to stop the stealing? The only option I see for Liberia right now, as the way the guy is away, is a military takeover. The military in and seize the moment to stop this guy from coming back to this country, and we go into interim government, and they lead us to 2023 election. Because if that is not done, those guys, because they are used to stealing so much, they will rig the elections to protect their wealth or the riches they got overnight, my brother. If we don't stand up for something today, nothing will happen in the country. This is where the country will keep going. 12 years will be a wasted years with damage done to this country that is unrepairable. Thank you for the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Ebi, we got another caller here.
Yeah.
Good morning, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You are on. Live.
This is Juno Kia calling from Virginia.
All right, Mr. Kia, go right ahead. We got you.
Yeah, Mr. President, my thing is, we have the opposition party, they have senators, they have their representatives. I dare them to put an impeachment bill on the floor. I challenge them. The man have broken all the constitution. Now he's leaving the country while the country is in crisis. He's going to go enjoy himself with the ministers there. I dare them to put impeachment bill on the floor. So why are we talking? They have a former Waka, they have a United Party. He got direct the other there, right? They put impeachment bill on the floor. You remember when we are one, where Prince Johnson said, anybody who challenged our son, they will test us. So I always say that we is protected by the warlords in the government. So he can do whatever he wants. Nobody will challenge it. Anybody challenge it, you'll disappear the next day. So I dare them. I dare the opposition party. Dare them put impeachment bill on the floor for we are. Let's see what happens the next day. I dare them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kia. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Yep.
Yeah, that's how we'll let to come at the very, very end of the Manefson Abraka talk show. But before that, I'll give Francis a few minutes for his parting statement, and then we'll come.
Yeah, Ebi, I think our few callers just closing. And, those of us that did political science, we got different opinions. Let me tell you something. The three theories on the table, I can go with either one, depending on the situation at hand. At this point, I think we need to go with some theory that predict, that give us the opportunity to do. But again, this is our problem. This is our problems. And I think this is the reasons why America came in, and they will keep coming in. But even in the midst where America have come in and said to us on camera through their ambassador that Liberian people should seize the moment of this sanction to hold their public official accountable. We say he ain't doing nothing because we got no leadership to lead us. We got no leadership to lead us. You listen to Prince Johnson doing the campaign, 2017 campaign, that George Weah squandered his own money. There is no need for us to give him power. After that, doing the runoff, the same Prince Johnson took George Weah from Monrovia and carried him to Nimba County and got him and presented him to the Nimbalians to vote for him because they gave him money. And that's why America came after him. Pay for play and play for pay. You see that? So I just feel sorry for our people. The ordinary people just continue to be the victims of bad leadership. But this moment, this one, where we are gone for 7 to 8 weeks using our resources, but man, we just take the mansion. We just go with Ginger and Roseau. They want no blood business. My man, you're not coming back. But even the army we got right now that saw Eastern, so Eastern, all the crew boys said they wanted, they will not do nothing. My brother, let me tell you something. On the basis of political science and basis of our executive system.
Prince is from Nimau.
Oh, from Nimau, but man, that man listen to Prince Johnson back. You know Prince Johnson is a godfather. Leave that thing. You see the many Prince, right? Prince and Prince will just sit there and talk. You know the reasons why Moses Black did not take power when Chancellor went to peace talk? Moses Black, I say they say, I was on the field. Around that June 6th, was it June 6th? Around that corner. Okay? Moses Black was with the American ambassador, part of that convoy. But prior to that, he had a conversation behind the scene with his own brother, Benjamin Yeten. And Yeten told him, Papa, we can't do it. Papa told him we can't do it because behind the scene told him, Moses Black, the late vice president of Chancellor, that there was a perfect and whether we like it or not, Chancellor are going to be arrested anyway. So you don't need to sit and wait for that. Take the country and go to election. When Moses Black attempted doing it, I say they say, I was on the field. Moses Black and the American ambassador convoy went to the airport at the same time. That's why made Benjamin attempt to come up with that pronouncement. Any attempt, there will be military vibration. That will never count it. This is another number. Prince Johnson is a godfather. Based on what we already know, that when imbalance continue to get him vote. Because they feel that same Johnson yesterday is the same Johnson today. That's why he said, and they're not true. You know why God love forces to overcome child terror? Because majority of the child terror rebels now were wearing coat suit and going around our nice girls and using cologne. So their power dropped. All that thing that were doing in the bush as rebels, bullet bouncing on them, it could no longer bounce. Why you think Laurent will not say anything? Why you think Benjamin can't say anything? All the fight they fought, they could not win nothing. Let rebels say took down Chancellor in real time, followed by Model. Prince Johnson is nothing right now. I can tell you, no warlord in that country can really hold our country hostage if we want to do what we want to do. We can move on there. Even the sellers can take that country. All you need to do, go and lock that Capitol building there, ransack all the representatives and senators, stone them, go to that so-called Joe Supreme Court and do the same. The executive marshal empty already. The man going to Dubai to enjoy himself. My man, you're not coming by here. We put our own president there. If the army don't move, that will motivate them to move. That will motivate them. But we ain't got strong opposition in Liberia too. My man, I want to see Moses Sangara from Zimbabwe in Liberia. I want to see Rada Odinga from Kenya in Liberia. They think they don't even happy in those countries. The people, they stand for their people. They stand for a cause. They open their chest, say, fire me. They can't even shoot one bullet. When you go to see one crazy man to that mansion and do the executive mansion and take over the army, we are not coming back. It done. But people will not do that when we tell them, oh, the people radical. No, they're not radical. Ginger and Roseau say if our safety, our protection, our interest, and our happiness is altered, we should bounce back by force. John Law said we should wait for election. You don't want to wait for election, just sit down there and die before election day. Okay? So my people, I want to say, thank you plenty, for joining us this morning. It was fabulous. I think the show was a good show, short but it was good. But we can only do what we got to do, AB. Back to you.
Thank you.
Now my matter don't be like shell walk. I born twins, them jealous me. Internet crash, I make more money. Shame the enemies. Everywhere I go, grace they follow me. I get another.
That I would like to come to the very, very end of the Magnificent Abraka talk show here. Be with us morning, evening, same place at 9 p.m. We'll be here. Bye-bye for now.